KUAM TV8, home of the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics. Coverage begins February 6, 2026. Brought to you locally by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
On KUAM News Primetime. As the Trump administration pushes to fast-track deep-sea mining, island communities are speaking up in Capitol Hill. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with a report.
One building, dozens of services, and a whole new student experience. The University of Guam opens its long-awaited Student Success Center. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with the story coming up.
Iconic acts of the 80s and 90s prepare to hit the UOG Kevo Fieldhouse stage with their timeless hits this weekend. More coming up. Hafid and good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Destiny Cruz-Lingus. Thanks for ending your week with us. Deep-sea mining in the Marianas and American Samoa was a topic of contention in Washington during an oversight hearing Friday. Companies supporting the Trump administration's push to fast-track deep-sea mining say it's critical to national security, but it got bipartisan pushback in Congress. Mitsuki Hirayama reports.
In places like the Marianas, American Samoa, Guam, we don't get the luxury of being wrong. And any decision impacting our ocean is permanent.
In Capitol Hill Friday, representatives from the CNMI, Guam, and American Samoa speaking up during an oversight hearing on deep-sea mining. This comes as the Trump administration moves to fast-track permitting for offshore mining, saying it's a matter of national security to counter growing interest and competition with China.
We understand the need for minerals, but no national strategy should move forward by putting the burden on the communities that have already carried so much.
To the indigenous people of American Samoa, the ocean is not just the backbone of our local economy, it is sacred.
This as the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, finalized a rule this week to streamline regulations for deep-sea mining in international waters into a single, faster review process. The metals company was the first to send in their application just today. Its CEO testified they're looking at commercial production as soon as next year.
China has identified deep seabed minerals as a strategic priority and is investing heavily. I commend the administration for recognizing critical minerals as a national security matter and offshore minerals as part of the solution.
While companies welcome cutting regulatory red tape, it's a red flag for island communities who will be directly impacted by the operations.
I understand that we are discussing federally controlled waters, but as it stands, the people of American Samoa are opposed to deep-sea mining in and around the territory.
We're not against this. We are against the actions taken without consultation or consent, and the federal actions that happen to us instead of with us.
Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
A bill proposing the transfer of Chamorro Land Trust property in Malesu is under renewed scrutiny. Senator Chris Barnett and Malesu Mayor Franklin Champaco are calling for the immediate withdrawal of Bill 182-38, a move they say is backed by more than 1,000 community signatures. Mitsuki Hirayama reports.
Over 1,000 concerned residents signing off on a petition calling for the immediate withdrawal of Senator Sean Gumatautau's Bill 182, a proposal that seeks to transfer some 242 acres of Chamorro Land Trust property in Malesu to the Guam National Guard for training facilities.
I'm asking Senator Sean Gumatautau to please respect the will and the voices of our concerned citizens, our constituents, our mayors, and our vice mayors. Heed the call from these very concerned parties and immediately withdraw Bill 182-38.
Senator Chris Barnett and Malesu Mayor Franklin Champaco making that formal request to Gumatautau Friday morning.
We're all about the culture down here and, preserving the land. And I think the bigger picture is that there's still a lot of families that are waiting for land from Chamorro Land Trust. So it just doesn't make sense to, give it out
Barnett says the bill blindsided Moleso residents when it was first introduced without their input last September. He adds even the Guam National Guard itself does not support the measure.
But I think it's important to note that the National Guard themselves late last year asked Senator Gumatauta to defer action on the bill, but he didn't withdraw it.
According to the senator, Adjutant General-Select Colonel Karen Watson has also stated she has no intention of moving forward with the proposal and agrees that community input should come first.
In the TAG Select's confirmation hearing, Colonel Karen Watson had went as far as to call the proposal half-assed and not well thought out.
Meantime, the bill's author has said the transfer could generate economic benefits for the village, but Barnett calls that claim a deflection.
I don't see how destructive military training being conducted in our most beautiful village benefits the economy. And I think that Senator Gumatauta just put that out there as really as an excuse for people to support the proposal. The people of Moleso don't support it. I think a majority of senators don't support it. And it's very clear that many of our mayors and vice mayors also don't support this proposal.
KUAM reached out to Senator Gumatauta for comment and have not heard back as of news time. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
A new era of student support is beginning at the University of Guam as it unveils the Dr. Lucio C. Tan Student Success Center. Nevaeh Anderson joins us from EOG with how they're redefining the Triton experience.
For decades, students at the University of Guam had to crisscross campus to get the help they needed. Today, that changes with the opening of the Dr. Lucio C. Tan Student Success Center. Named after Dr. Lucio C. Tan, a business magnate and philanthropist, best known as chairman and CEO of LT Group Incorporated, his contribution of $1.5 million to UOG helped make the facility possible. Attending the opening on his behalf, his daughter Jesselyn Tan Yu says, throughout his career, Dr. Tan's efforts to give back to the community always placed a strong emphasis on expanding access to education, believing that an education could take any person from humble beginnings to reaching their dreams.
With the new Dr. Lucio C. Tan Student Success Center, we show our support for higher education, a key building block to developing and growing Guam's human resources as a foundation to build Guam up further and higher than before.
Tan Yu says amongst their various Guam-embraced businesses such as Philippine Airlines and the Micronesia Mall, their goal is not only to be part of the island's everyday life, but to contribute to uplifting its communities.
Guam has always been near and dear to my father's heart. With this new Student Success Center, we further realize his vision to be one with Guam as Guam's adopted son.
The 45,000 square foot facility offers Tritons a wide range of services to help them be the best they can be, from academic advising and financial aid to guidance for post-grad employment opportunities. The building also stands as a place for the university's many clubs and societies to host their meetings, collaborate, or just hang out. And students are already getting excited about what the future of the SSC holds.
It was really great to see such a large space where clubs and organizations can come together, especially we've held meeting or club meetings in some small rooms before. So having that open space it's really exciting for us for future club meetings this semester.
I think it's a really nice open space for everyone to just meet up and for like friends to be able to come here and hang out. They don't have to like sit out in the hot sun or like have to try to find like an empty classroom to hang out.
It's great that there's a space dedicated for us students, because for the past like how many years we had how many buildings like taken away from us, or the lack of accessible spaces so where we can study in peace.
I think it's just so heartwarming. Now we have like a central hub and area for like our career people to like see and people to like guide us through post-grad.
At the SSC, it's all about supporting students 24/7. Complete with student health services, a computer lab, and a dining hall, it's Triton's one-stop student support hub ready to transform campus culture, giving students a permanent space designed specifically for them to succeed.
In other news, Governor Lou Leon Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio extend their deepest condolences to the family and friends of Emilio Uy, who passed away Friday morning. The governor and lieutenant governor honoring his lifelong dedication to service, faith, and community on Guam. Way was widely respected as a champion for Guam's Filipino-American community, known for his business leadership, civic engagement, and generosity. His work supported numerous organizations focused on service and human dignity, including the Adzuda Foundation, Lions Club International, and the Red Cross. In recognition of his faith-driven leadership, Way received the Pro Ecclesia et Pontifex, one of the highest honors awarded by the Roman Catholic Church to lay persons. He was also a recipient of the 1996 Presidential Award for Filipino individuals and organizations overseas. The governor and lieutenant governor joined the community in honoring a legacy that strengthened Guam through compassion, unity, and service. Time for a quick break. You're watching KUAM.
It's a new year, Guam, so let's start with the reset at Kmart. Make your move and start strong. Gear up with fitness equipment and fresh workout apparel. Fuel with wellness essentials, sugar-free options, protein, vitamins, and more. Organize and clear the clutter with easy storage solutions and cleaning essentials. And refresh your living space with new furniture and decor for your home. New year, new me. Your reset starts at Kmart Guam.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to Primetime. The Department of Public Health and Social Services has confirmed 2 new cases of pertussis, bringing Guam's total this year to 3. Department of Public Health and Social Services says contact tracing and case investigations are underway as officials monitor respiratory illness trends island-wide. Pertussis, also known as whooping cough, is a highly contagious respiratory illness. Symptoms often start like a common cold but can progress into severe coughing fits lasting weeks. Health officials say infants under 1 year old are at highest risk and stress that vaccination is effective in preventing pertussis. Residents with flu or pertussis-like symptoms are urged to contact their healthcare provider and stay home if sick. Well, we've had some rain over the last couple days due to a system that started down in Yap and is moving through our neck of the woods. And while it isn't a major cause for concern, there are some residual conditions you should keep in mind for the island weekend ahead. Here's Jace with the details.
Seasonal weather's made its way through our region, and a couple of inches of rain this week prompted a lookout for flash flooding. Meteorologist Brandon Ablett says the earlier downpours give way to a windy weekend. So why the separation of conditions?
Watching 2 different systems the past several days. We did have the tropical storm that formed to the west of Palau last week. It actually shifted up to the along the east coast of the Philippines and then kind of cycled clockwise back into the Philippine Sea, where it then started to weaken over the weekend. It gave a little bit of wet weather last week. We had a secondary invest area circulation that is just to the southwest of Guam currently. So today being Friday, we're seeing it pass to our west.
And leading up to next Monday and the start of the work week, we can anticipate gusts outside. So if you're heading out on the water or working in the yard this weekend, please stay abreast of what's expected.
For Saturday, we are looking at rather favorable conditions. The winds are a little bit lighter. We're not looking at so much of a rainfall threat. Sunday evening in the overnight hours, Sunday night into Monday, that's when we expect to see those clouds come over Guam. And with that, an increase in winds, seas, especially out of the north, eventually turning out of the northeast. So seas and surf are going to be rising.
And there's also been some interesting spotty sightings lately. Formations of fog as near as the hills of Agana Heights in central Guam and as far up north as Derido.
When we get these really rainy days, these cooler, constantly cooler, cloudy, overcast, rainy days, those cloud bases will drop lower. And at times, Nimitz Hill, Mount Aludum, the southern mountains will definitely get into that cloud base. And then we'll sometimes see that evaporational cooling and additional wispy clouds along the ground.
All right, in other news, music has the power to transcend time, instantly taking you back to where you were when a song first became the soundtrack of your life. This weekend, that feeling comes alive as freestyle icons, the cover girls Shannon and Jocelyn Enriquez, light up the UOG Cavo Fieldhouse. Here's more ahead of Saturday's concert.
Their music defined generations, and years later, that magic remains timeless. Ahead of this Saturday's concert at the University of Guam Cavo Fieldhouse, freestyle legends the Cover Girls, dance music icon Shannon, and 90s hitmaker Jocelyn Enriquez taking the time to greet fans and embrace the holiday spirit during a warm welcome at the Hyatt Regency Guam Friday. For the iconic girl group the Cover Girls, it's a catalog of songs that stand the test of time, from the heartfelt Promise Me to the bold and fierce Show Me. Original lead singer Angel Mercado promising an unforgettable performance, even teasing a few special songs reserved just for Guam. As for Shannon, known as a pioneer of freestyle and dance music, fans can expect to hear record-breaking hits like Let the Music Play, Give Me Tonight, and more. It marks her first ever performance on the island, and she says she's thrilled to connect with the people of Guam. And rounding out the lineup is Jocelyn Enriquez, the voice behind 90s favorites like Do You Miss Me, and A Little Bit of Ecstasy. This isn't her first visit to the island, and she says she's excited to be back and share the energy once again. One night, iconic artists, pure nostalgia. Don't miss the unforgettable evening of good vibes and real music this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. at the UOG Cavo Fieldhouse. And if you haven't gotten your tickets, purchase them now at guamtime.net.
Well, the 2016 trend has captured the attention of millions on social media, including our team here at KUAM, and many of you sharing what life was like in photos captured a decade ago. That year, Guam was center stage for the Festival of Pacific Arts. KUAM contributing correspondent Nick Delgado catches up with a Guam daughter who comes from a family of FestPac participants as she reflects on the 2016 event.
2026 is the new 2016, the global trend sweeping the internet. 2016 was also the year Guam hosted FestPac. For some, it's hard to believe 10 years flew by just like that.
So surreal. Like, I can't believe time has gone by so fast. Can't believe it's been 10 years already. But I'm so glad I was able to experience them, be part of it, and just be able to share our culture with everyone.
This is Tei Scambilleri. For this Guam daughter from Jigo, she's the third generation in her family to participate in FestPac.
So I've attended one in Samoa before, back in 2008. I was like 10 years old. So that was amazing, but to be able to host it on Guam and then just be able to just share with everyone our culture, our language, just our island in general, our hospitality and everything. That was so amazing. That was a little bit different when you're hosting. Yeah.
FestPac 2016 was all many in the islands could talk about in the months and years that followed. Though it wasn't her first FestPac, she says it was still a proud moment for her island home. Tei, performing alongside the Ifenalayan Oral History Project, to kick off the ceremony.
Some of my best memories were just like the opening ceremony was pretty amazing. We were in the stadium, and then our group, we walked out first and we opened up the ceremony. We did the first chant, so I think that was amazing. We performed and the whole, like, just hearing the crowd and everything, it was amazing.
In honor as well, she says, to share with other Pacific Islanders.
And then just being able to experience the other cultures and get to interact with them. And we stayed at GW, so we got to meet some other islanders that were staying there, and just interacting with them and sharing stories and everything was really great.
A memory to share with her growing family.
And your mom?
Yes,
Congratulations.
yes, thank you. I have a little boy, little son. He's 10 months old. He's about to be 11 months. But yeah, I can't.
So fast.
Yes, and I can't wait to share culture and language and everything with him too, even though we're over here.
It's been a couple of years since she relocated away from home. She leaves everyone back on Guam with this message.
I would just like to say, like, just be proud of our culture, our language, perpetuate it, share it with everyone, even if you're out here living in the States, living in another country, just be proud of who you are and your heritage, and just share it with others.
For KUAM News, I'm Nick Delgado.
Now for a look at your world at home. Honoring those who served and paid the ultimate sacrifice, we feature the memorial wall in Barrigada.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap.
I know, right? I wonder why.
What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys?
Yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Wesley kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby! Leslie kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby!
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
And they gave us some potato. Small potato. Where's that from? Is that from the Wonder Pets? I'll search it for you. It's literally called small potatoes. Small potatoes. Wait, yes, I know. I made the mistake. I thought it was from the Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets. We're on our way. And save the day. But we're not too big and we're not too tough. We're together. We got the right stuff. Anyways. Potato.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch, better with Pepsi.
Happy day, guys. Welcome back to another edition of Foodie Call. I'm Shaylee. I'm Padme. And today we're here checking out Pika's Cafe. I got my Pepsi hat on, and we got some delicious food in front of us. We got so many good choices here, guys. All right, so this is their bulgogi salad. This is their pork belly eggs Benedict. Their infamous Loco Moco. And then we got a spam musubi with egg. Cheers! Cheers. It looks like they have their hot sauce in it, I think. I'm excited. It's a perfectly crafted musubi. That spam is cooked perfectly. I love a little crispiness to my
But not
spam.
too much.
But not too much, yeah.
And the rice to like spam ratio is pretty good.
Their sauce too. It has a little kick to it, but it's delicious.
You want salad?
We can get a salad. Okay. That's another starter, right?
It is. It's like another appetizer.
Yeah, it is. I don't think I've ever had a bulgogi salad.
Me neither.
I'm intrigued. I don't
Me
think I do
neither.
this. Ah, cheers. I like the taste of bulgogi on a salad.
This is my first time having this, but the combination is really good.
Before we move on to the main course, it's Pepsi break.
Pepsi break time.
I got the brand on. Lunch is better with Pepsi. Always.
Cheers. Okay.
I love an eggs Benedict, and that looks so good.
I was looking at it too. The eggs are so fluffy. I want to learn how to make the egg like that.
Cheers. Oh my god, what is your bite? The pork belly has that really good smoky taste to it.
And the egg.
And the egg.
I love my eggs, and that one is really good.
Let me get another really good bite here.
What's it called? How do they cook it like this?
They like...
Is this poached?
Yeah.
Poached eggs. So good.
And then with the paprika on top, the perfect amount of seasoning. That's calling our name. The Loco Moco. Classic. With the burger, the gravy, the egg, the rice. Loco Moco, the perfect bite. Cheers!
The gravy is so
The
good.
gravy is so good. It has like such a unique flavor.
I love a good Loco Moco, and this was really good.
All right, guys, that wraps up another edition of Foodie Call. Thank you to Pika's Cafe for taking care of us, and thank you to Pepsi for sponsoring this segment.
Make sure to check them out on social media at Pika's Cafe for more information about their hours and location and all the good deals they have to offer.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch, better with Pepsi.
News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas. Okay, you guys know how we do things here at KUAM, right? It is never just a Friday. Anybody can do that. We got Fresco Friday, all right? And check out the Fresco gear that I'm wearing right now, courtesy of my friends at Fresco. I am going to wear this very shirt to Fresco Fest, which is happening at Ipao Beach Park with an amazing lineup. Check out the Island Music lineup, right? Incredible experience. So please make sure you get your tickets. You can get it online at frescoclothing.com 24/7. Or if you're hungry, swing by Jamaican Grill, say KUAM sent me over. I need a meal, I need some jerk chicken, and I need my tickets for Fresco Fest. They are going to hook you up either way, and we will see you over there at Ipao Beach for the concert. It is going to be incredible. All right, Broadway to Belly Laughs. You may have seen this story I did with Heather Makalani. She has returned from Broadway to grace us with her first solo show, and she's got Ron Jasol, who is going to provide the comedy. It's an incredibly wonderful experience. It tells Heather's story, and it is going to inspire you to either get involved in the creative arts or let you know that if you have a love for performance, you too can make it to the very biggest stage in performing arts. We are super happy for Heather, and we can't wait to see you at the show. That's at Sandcastle on Sunday. All right, tea time with Academy of Our Lady of Guam is happening for anyone who has ever graduated for the school in its 76 years. 76 classes have received their diplomas for Academy, and as many of them as possible are going to join on the 24th from 1 to 4 and enjoy tea. That is part of the lifelong sisterhood, the bond that forever unites all Cougars with a proper Catholic education. All right, and then your game of the week, right? Conference championships. 2 teams will advance to the Super Bowl. 2 teams going home and have a long summer, a lot to think about, right? So check it out. The AFC Championship, it is the Pats at the Broncos. Lots of Guam fans from either side of these. And there's some Rams fans here, but there's a lot of Seattle Seahawks fans. I think my buddy Tori in the back is going to be rooting for her Seahawks. Make sure to watch live because this is history in the making. NFL, who goes to the Super Bowl? Tune in, find out, cheer, get up early. It's worth it. All right, birthday shout-outs right now. Happy birthday to Christopher, and your mom, dad, brother, and sister wish you an amazing birthday filled with blessings. They say we are so proud of the man that you have become, and we love you, and you hope we have a wonderful day. Equally happy birthday wishes going out to Chloe May Parrish Cruz. Your family is saying love always, each and every day, 365 days a year. That is awesome. Happy 3rd birthday to the princess of our family, Jesselyn Jade Igros Camacho. We love you and miss you plenty, your proud family says, and thank you for making our lives so full of smiles. All right. And turning 9 years old today is Ethan Baza, and my son. I wish you a very happy birthday. This is coming from Mom, Dad, Eli, and Evan.
I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
Someone here is getting old.
Someone here is getting old.
Your Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake winner
for this week goes to...
And this week's winner of a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream cake is Eddie Calvo, who is going to get a message from us to let Eddie know how he and his family can redeem their prize at Cold Stone Creamery. They're going to be happy to set you up with an ice cream cake. They're the best over there. They're really good people. And they're probably going to sing to you, too. It's a bonus birthday present. So, Eddie, well, happy birthday once again. Blessings to you and your family. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
And that's your Primetime Show. Thanks for watching. I'm Destiny Cruz-Lingus. Have a safe evening and stay beautiful.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Ali, Mogithin, Hafade Zan Tiro, Rananim Castellari Lengmo, and Yakwe. Happy New Year and welcome back to another episode of the One Micronesia Show. Now, before we get to the big show, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my new sponsors, Bank of Hawaii. Thank you so much. Mahalo, Sejus Maasi, and Kamagal. So here we go. We kick things off with Pohnpeian doctor and now author, Dr. Joseph. Check it out. Our first guest is Dr. Jalkin Joseph, a medical doctor whose path to medicine began in Pohnpei, continued through Guam and to military service, and ultimately led to becoming an American doctor. Dr. Joseph recently published his book, Becoming an American Doctor, a deeply personal account of perseverance, identity, and purpose. We began our conversation by talking about how the idea of writing this book came to life.
So, I wanted to write the book because I wanted to share my experience with our community, the Micronesian community, and hopefully inspire the next generation of Micronesians to pursue the careers in medicine and hopefully become a doctor, because we are in severe need of doctors in Micronesia and elsewhere where our people are living, especially like Guam, Hawaii, or the mainland. So it's unfortunate that we don't have a lot of role models and a lot of physicians who are trained in the US because, to be honest with you, we have a lot of smart people in Micronesia. We just don't have the pathway that is well established for us to follow, or we don't have role models, like I said. So one of my motivation is that, when I realized that I was the second Pohnpeian to ever graduate from a US medical school, it kind of hurts me a little bit because it's not because we are not smart enough to become doctors. It's just that, there's not a lot of opportunities. And I realized that between the first guy that became a doctor here, the guy's name is Dr. Leandro Albert. He graduated from the same medical school that I went to in 1982 when I was 1 year old. And when I graduated from medical school, I was 37 years old. So it's been like a 36-year span since another person or another Pohnpeian graduated from a US medical school. So I was like, man, that is something that we really need to address and fix in the future. So that plays a lot into me writing the book, just to make sure that, I'm sharing my journey with the Micronesians and hopefully providing some things that I did well and some of the mistakes that I did, and hopefully so that they don't have to make the same mistakes. So
in the book, Dr. Joseph shares many challenges he faced navigating new environments, cultural expectations, and the demanding path of medicine.
Yeah, so the book, basically talk about my entire livelihood, right? I'm still young, I'm in my 40s, but it talked about my upbringing in Pohnpei from a modest beginning, right? So it talks about some of the influences that I had growing up. I talk about my family and my friends and my educational system, but I felt like I have to give context of Pohnpei, Micronesia, and FSM to the outside audience, right? Because if you're not familiar with that, my story probably won't make sense to you. So I spent the first chapter talking about our history of our island and our country and why it's relevant to the United States. And I talked about the fact that a lot of Micronesians migrated outside of Micronesia into the US for better opportunities, education, and joining the military, which I did all of those. So I kind of took like a traditional pathway that most young Micronesians take. I just got lucky at the end because I had some discipline and I was good in school. So therefore I was able to get into medical school and become a doctor and finish all the training. The book itself, it is good because it talks about success, but it also highlighted some of the challenges that I face and the things that I wish that I did better when I was a child. And hopefully that message will linger on to the other Micronesian students who are wishing to follow the same path, to tell them that to start doing things now before they reach medical school.
We spoke about his recent visit to his home in Pohnpei, a meaningful trip that allowed him to reflect on how far he's come and the roots that continue to ground him.
Well, it's every time I'm planning a trip back home, I'm always happy because I get to see my family and my parents. My parents are still living there, so it's always a positive thing for me every time I go back home. But I have to admit, this trip is a little bit different because in the book, the last chapter of the book, I talked about the healthcare in Pohnpei, and I talked about the issues that we're having at the hospital, and I also talked about some of the solutions that we can do. In addition to increasing funding and buying more equipment and a CAT scan machine, one of the most important that we can do is increase the number of physicians that are working at the hospital. And since we are very short in physicians in Micronesia, one of the programs that helped us in the past is the PPMOT program, or Medical Officer Training Program. So that trip was previously planned before I published the book. The book just happened to publish around the same time that I'm making the trip. So I kind of work my worked the book into my schedule already. So my trip is very packed with meetings. And in between the meetings, I was able to talk to some folks and show them the book and talk about the book a little bit. But the main purpose of the trip was to go down there and try to talk to the stakeholders in Pohnpei and within the national government, and to try to elicit their appetite for restarting the new program, right? So I was very humble because we were very well received by the community. We went to meet the national government. We met with the Assistant Secretary of Health. We presented our proposal and presented some of the data that we had from the previous program, and everybody agreed that we need to do something now, because if we don't, then our scenario will just get worse in the future. But other than the national government, we also had a chance to meet with the governor and talk about the same thing. We also met with the state legislatures, talked to the speaker of the Pohnpei State Legislature, and also we went to the hospital, toured the hospital, and talked to the medical director or the Department of Health director, and we also met with the doctors that are working at the hospital and kind of chat with them a little bit, ask them their opinions about the program or things that they needed. So I would say that it was a successful trip because we were given the opportunity to learn what they think about the program, and I would say that we're on the right path, and there's a lot of excitement behind it. So hopefully we'll continue on this momentum, and hopefully something will turn out within the next 5 years or so. But it will take a lot of political will and sacrifice and a whole lot of money for us to restart the program. But like I said, I mentioned it in the book that I wanted to start the program, and I went down there to try to advocate for the program. So I felt like, I just didn't put that idea in the book. That's not an idea. It's a goal that I wanted to do. So I was very, like I said, I'm very happy that I was able to do it and do it in that manner that worked out well for us and for the community.
Yeah. So the book itself, it's on Amazon. However, if you can't buy it or afford it, and I can give it away for free, because my goal is to share the message, and the message is the most important thing. But I would like to say that one more thing: it's to become a doctor, it takes a lot of work and sacrifice, right? So one of the things that I want to mention here is that when before I went to medical school, I was in the Imihola program. And I spent a year in that program, and that program is very good for our people, because that's the program that has worked for us for the past 30 years. It's a highly competitive program that requires pure dedication and discipline. So when I was in that program, I missed the birth of my son. And I didn't see my son until my son was already 4 months old, because if I have to fly back home and see him, I will lose a lot of time and focus. And so therefore we decided that I couldn't do that. Instead, I would stay on in Hawaii and study, which I did, and I ended up being successful. But it just goes to show it's not easy. It takes a lot of discipline, dedication, but it's well worth it, because being a doctor, the most rewarding job out there, because you get to help out your neighbors, your family, and it's a very rewarding job. And it's something that it's well worth it to pursue, especially if you want to be in that career field. So
Dr. Joseph's story is a testament to what's possible when determination meets purpose, and a powerful reminder for Micronesian youth that their dreams are valid no matter where they begin. If you get a chance to read that book, either a physical copy or a digital copy, go ahead and do so, because it's such an inspiring one, and I'm pretty sure you'd enjoy it. Guys, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more of the One Micronesia Show.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap.
I know, right? I wonder why.
What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys?
Yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
And we're back. The show continues. And this time we talk to Chamorro visual artist Gillian Duenas. Check it out. Our second guest is Gillian Duenas, a Chamorro visual artist and a student whose work has been exhibited across the United States, Hawaii, and Guam. Most recently, Gillian was selected as one of 6 Micronesian artists featured in the Ocean of Peace exhibition at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center, an exhibition highlighting Micronesian voices through multiple artistic disciplines. We started by asking Gillian how her love for art first began.
Growing up, as a little girl, I always loved to draw. In kindergarten, when I learned how to read, I started to illustrate and write my own picture books, and I would bring them to class with me, and my teacher would let me share them with the class. So even as far back as I can remember, I really loved to make art and storytell in that way. After I graduated high school, I was kind of going through a really rough time, and also just trying to connect with my Chamorro identity, and also just figure out who I was as a person in general. And so when I started college, art was a really big medicine for me in that way, and a way for me to connect with others in the diaspora and others back home. And yeah, just learn more about our legacy of storytelling as Chamorros, learning about the pottery designs and the cave drawings, and our ancient and traditional jewelry. So yeah, once I was in college and started to become more of a young adult, I really took art more seriously, and yeah, here I am today.
Gillian's journey reflected both growth and intention, using art as a way to express identity, culture, and lived experience. Being chosen to participate in the Ocean of Peace exhibition was a moment of pride, not just personally, but collectively. The exhibition brought together artists from across Micronesia, creating space for connection, representation, and storytelling.
So our exhibition at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center, that's the first exhibition that's been in that space that features all Micronesian artists. And I think one of the really cool things, out of the many really cool things about the space, is that we have weaving and carving, and then other traditional media like charcoal painting, but also digital painting. And I think it really reflects how we do carry forth our traditions and our old stories, but bring them forward into a contemporary context and show that, yeah, we are contemporary peoples, and we are expanding the ways that our ancestors were creative and the ways that they created art. And yeah, being able to talk to folks at the exhibition space, local people on Maui, and yeah, getting to talk to them about our stories and the things that are reflected in our particular pieces, and them being able to see wow, we do something really similar, or that's a very similar cultural value that we have, with the weaving and stuff. And just the different animals that are important to us in our islands. And yeah, so being able to build those connections through the artwork and talking about it with the folks that are engaging with it has been really special.
We also talked about what this opportunity meant for her as a Micronesian artist and how it continues to shape her creative direction.
I think we're all trying to forge this path where we are addressing the lateral violence and the ways that we've hurt one another. And trying to mend those wounds, because yeah, at the end of the day, we have genealogical ties that go back thousands and thousands of years, and we need to remember that and to honor that. And we have so much to learn from one another and celebrate with one another. So yeah, I hope this is just one of many more to come of spaces like that.
Looking ahead, Gillian shared her hopes for the future, continuing to create, learn, and contribute to spaces where Micronesian art is seen, valued, and respected.
Well, I'll be finishing my master's program in Pacific Island Studies at UH Manoa, so I'm very excited for that. Hoping to continue my academic journey. We'll see if that pans out. But yeah, I definitely want to continue doing more community art projects. This last year I had the honor and privilege of doing 3 different community mural and mosaic projects with with students, middle school students and community college students in Hawaii. So I hope to do more of that kind of work. I think that's what really motivates me, is getting to share that gift of creating with others and seeing especially young people get excited about creating art and storytelling. So hopefully more of that. But you know, whatever opportunities come my way, I will try my best to seize them and make the most of them.
Through her work, Gillian reminds us that art is more than expression. It's preservation, resistance, and legacy.
I love our people so much. I think we are so beautiful and intelligent and innovative and inspiring, and I know it can be hard to feel like that in a lot of spaces. But you know, I think when we find each other and are able to hold each other through those difficult things, it makes it a lot easier.
Thank you so much, Gillian, for your time. And guys, if you guys want to go follow her and support her, go do so on her social media. Guys, I want to take a break and we're back with more of One Micronesia Show.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
The One Micronesia Show continues, and now we talk to John Howard, the founder of FAS, a group here on Guam who does amazing things from sports to community work. And for this one, they did an end of the year event where they cleaned up and they barbecued for the homeless. Check it out. As 2025 came to an end, FAS hosted one final event, a community cleanup in Dedido, followed by a barbecuing serving members of the homeless community. John shared how the event came together and why it was important to end the year by giving back.
So it's a collaboration with the Dedido Mayor. We started it with the former Mayor Safaris, and we are fortunate that the current mayor also happy to continue that collaboration. Yeah. So you know, we just pick up trash from the Dedido Sports Complex all the way to the Waisingsong traffic light, and then around those buildings, the old flea market, and then at the end we just have a barbecue with the homeless, and it's really just to show and you know, promote good citizenship, you know, responsibility, and good role models for our youth to, you know, take responsibility and also take care of the islands, you know, pick up the trash, and you know, the homeless community is always you know, the less fortunate, so we want to have that also space for them to just enjoy that special moment.
We also discussed his recent article published in the paper, a piece that highlighted important issues facing the community and sparked meaningful conversation.
The important part of it is that you know, the COFA, you know, the Compact of Free Association between the U.S. and the FSM, you know, it's a bridge that kind of bring the gap together, you know, the gap between us and, you know, these islands, right? So it is important to understand the Compact. You know, why we are here, you know, because we are here because of that treaty and, you know, that privilege. And it's also important that we continue the, you know, the collaboration with all these existing programs, you know, that we need to take advantage of and, you know, abide by the laws and, you know, just be a good citizen. And always, you know, remember that we are guests here in Guam, and we have to respect the land, respect the law, and respect the people. And the thing that we need for our leaders to understand, especially our leaders in FSM, that, you know, the activities that we do is to support the intent of the compact, that we are here, we have to be law-abiding citizens, and these programs, these activities that we engage the youth is to support that intention, to be productive and responsible FSM citizen in Guam.
Looking ahead, John spoke about what's next for FAS in 2026, upcoming initiatives, continued outreach, and the organization's ongoing mission.
2025, we were able to establish maybe 4 events. The Micronesian Youth Summit. Yeah, that's a collaboration with the Wave Club and Manianu and DYA, the Trades Academy. We hope to continue that. And then we also started the FSM Mini Goodwill Game. We also hope to continue that one. We also started the FSM High Schoolers All-Star Basketball Championship. Yeah, hope to continue that. Maybe even include volleyball or basketball for girls, because we need that in FSM. The last one, I think the friendship games. We like to continue this friendship game that we between our islands. We went to Panapay, but this year we like to go to Balao. And the beginning of this year, we will have the FAS Yamaha fishing therapy. Yeah, that's going to be happening also next year, 2026.
John's work reflects the power of consistency, compassion, and community-driven leadership.
Well, we just want to thank you, especially the leaders that continue to support our efforts in keeping our youth engaged and busy with our positive activities. We hope that they continue, supporting us, focus on positive, mindset. The goal here is not to compete, but to help our community productive and peaceful and be responsible. So just be safe out there. Happy New Year.
What a way to close out a year. Now I'm so excited to see what you guys got in stores for 2026. Guys, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with more of the One Micronesia Show.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your pocket.